Igal aastal toimub Eurovisioonil ka Põhjamaade pidu. See on väga hea paik, sest just siin saame rahulikult küsitleda kõiki meie sõpru, meie lähedal olevaid Läänemere kaldal asetsevaid riike. Siin on kohal lisaks Rahvusringhäälingute kaamerale kõik suuremad ajalehed ja loomulikult ka tänavu eriti aktiivsed sotsiaalmeediaplatvormid. Sweden won so many times. How do you feel going on stage?
I feel it's time for Estonia to win now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Please vote Estonia. Or Sweden. Or Sweden. I mean, it's not bad if Sweden wins again. Please vote.
You are very good and very young.
Thank
How big?
We're men. We're men now, but we are young. Let her talk, Martina.
Sorry.
Let her talk.
No, it's okay.
Oh, no.
How big fans of Eurovision Song Contest are you?
Oh, very big.
Very big.
I think one of our first times memories from it, it's 2009. We were 7 years old when Alexander Rybak won for Norway. That's like my first memory of Eurovision.
Are you proud because you are Norwegians as well?
Yes.
Of course, always proud to be Norwegian.
Yeah, and very proud to talk with Estonia.
Yes. I love Estonia.
Thank you once again. Your father is your manager.
Right there. What?
Yeah, he's a very good help, and I think has helped us for these 12 years as artists to keep us healthy and keep us, grounded, but also, he knows when we are tired, when it's time for the boys to relax, because we are very bad to tell everyone when we are tired, and if we don't say it, our body will tell everyone, and then we can get sick. Yeah. So yeah, we have a good father that takes care of us.
We know that he wants just 100% best for us, so it's very nice, and it has been good for 12 years now, so I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think we trust him now. Or do we? Estonia, help us.
But what about your mother?
Yeah.
What she's doing?
She's actually helping our little sister because she's an artist as well. So she travels with our little sister.
Yeah.
And then we see each other sometimes when we are at home.
We downgraded her to our little sister.
No.
Okay.
I'm joking, Estonia. It's not true.
He's a prankster.
I'm so fascinated about old instruments. It's nice to keep, the tradition.
Taani esindajad Saaba ja meie Ramo Tederit ei ühenda mitte ainult armastus veidrate pillide vastu, vaid ka üks kauge riik, Etioopia. Saaba lapsendati sealt Taani, Ramol on lisaks 2 bioloogilisele lapsele ka kallis adopteeritud tütar just sellest Aafrika riigist.
Ma kolisin aastal 2000 Soome, mul oli Soome naine, kellega me saime lapse, bioloogilise lapsega aastal 2001. Pihla sündis ja sünnitus oli hästi raske ja hästi pikk, et ta ei saanud enam lapsi. Ja siis pika protsessi tulemusena me arvasime, et me siis adopteerime teise lapse. Me adopteerime selle Etioopiast. Tema nimi on Tilda. Saame väga hästi läbi. Kirjutame umbes üle päeviti, suhtleme.
Ta jääb sulle kindlasti kõvasti siin peialt ka täna.
Jaa.
So I got adopted when I was 1 year old with my twin sister. I have an identical twin sister, and we came from Ethiopia. And I grew up in a small village in Jutland in Denmark. And then when I was 18 years old, I moved to Copenhagen, where I live now. And I traveled to Ethiopia for the first time in 2019, and that was the best experience in my life, and I will definitely go back again. We found out a few years ago when we traveled to Ethiopia to find our biological parents. Okay. We didn't find them, but unfortunately, we figured a lot of stuff out. Mm-hmm. So we found out we were from a city called Jimma. Okay. So we traveled to Jimma to find out, and it's a long story. When I came back home, I changed my name to Saba because my adoptive parents gave me the name Anna when I came, so that was actually my name before. But then it felt right. I just wanted to take the name back and make it mine. So that's it. So it's actually my name. People ask me sometimes, is it like just an artist name or? But it's actually my name. Yeah. So.
mainisin siin üht väga kuulsat Suurbritannia saatejuhti, kes muide tegi kõiki eelsaateid möödunud aastal Liverpoolis. Seal on kindlasti oma lemmikud olemas ka tänavu.
I think the Estonian delegation and act this year is very fun. I think it's going to get the arena jumping. I'm very much a fan of the dance moves, so yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing it in the semi-finals.
You are very experienced host, TV host. But how important is to have that something to win Eurovision Song Contest?
Oh, it's the main thing, you know, the song is the first part, the stage presence is the second part, but you need that secret third thing, that little something that connects with the audience. And yeah, this year the competition, I genuinely believe, is wide open. We don't know who the winner is going to be this year. I think last year a lot of people thought that it would be Loreen or Karia, but this year it's really anyone.
Mä uskon, että meille musiikki on niinku no rules. Että musiikissa voi tehdä ihan mitä vaan. Sä voit joko tehdä sitä ilman sääntöjä tai sit sääntöjen kanssa. Siksi mä rakastan musiikkia ja musiikin tekemistä.
Sä rakastat myös 90. Miksi?
En mä tiedä, se on mun lapsuus ja se kuvastaa mun semmoista niinku hidasta onnea. Silloin ei ollut mitään kännyköitä tämmöistä. Silloin oli niinku tylsää ja sit piti keksiä tekemistä. Ja sit se yleensä tekeminen oli jotain tyhmää ja hauskaa ja jotain semmoista, mikä toi niinku ilo maailmaa. Ja silloin niinku music-televisio ja kaikki tämmönen, niin haastattelut oli vähän outoja ja pop-musiikkikin oli vähän enemmän no rules. Mä toivon, että se tulee takaisin.
Saako jatsmusiikilla ottaa vakavasti, koska siellä saa aika paljon improvisoita? Sä olet jo oppinut sitä konservatoriossa.
No en mä varsinaisesti jatsia. Se oli pop-jats-konservatorio, mutta mä en itse erikoistunut hirveästi sen jatsin puolella, mutta ei ollut sääntöjä sielläkin.
Kuinka paljon te tiedätte meidän Viron biisistä?
Olen narkomaani. Joo, rakastan.
Yes, siis ihan mahtava porukka. Me ollaan tutustuttu noissa pre-partyissä ja niin kuin jotenkin löytyi siitä, että Suomella ja Virolla on semmoinen joku ihana yhteys. Että mä koen enemmän Suomessa ja Baltian maissa kuin Venäjällä ja Ruotsi. Me ollaan jotenkin silleen veljeksiä enemmän.
One of them is a little bit older than me, so I'm the third oldest in the competition. I was like, woo! In the beginning I thought I was going to be the oldest, but then Spain and Estonia made me a little bit younger. Thank you!
Kuna tänavu pööratakse siin eriti palju tähelepanu sotsiaalmeediaplatvormidele, siis nüüd mul on võimalik nõu küsida kahelt norrakalt, kes on suured YouTube'i tegijad ja teavad, milliseid nippe seal kasutada.
Me pole narkomaanid, pole midagi teinud, kleidib täies seljas on prügikasti leid.
As in Eurovision in a sense, if you have good energy and you want to give positive vibes, then you reach a long way, as Estonia does this year in Eurovision.
Yeah.
So that's why we love it. That's why we think it might come very far. So I think that's a positive.
And also to genuinely love what you are making content about, I think shines through.
My favorite artist of like the last 10 years is Tommy Cash. Yeah. It's my number one, and I think also that's why I love Estonia's, participation this year, because it is something so genuine, so pure, and very creative. And Tommy Cash has been my number one, and I've been to several concerts. I have a hoodie with his signature on. Like, I'm super fond of him. So yeah, I love Estonian music. What more can I say?
Ja kui meie poisid käisid eelpidudel, siis Londonis intervjueeris neid üks suur Eurovisiooni fänn, kel oli pähe õpitud kõik meie laulusõnad.
Nendest narkootikumidest ei tee me küll midagi.
Oh, a massive fan. The first time I listened to the song, I connected to it straight away. I heard it before Eesti Laul. I followed their progress all the way through the competition. And it's really amazing when you love a song and then to come to Eurovision and you meet the people behind it and they are as nice as you hoped they would be as well. And it's a party song. People will hear it, they will dance to it, and that's what people are going to be looking for on Thursday night.